don't get the pollination you need, you're not going to get the crop. I mean, it's that simple. And really, got interested in the idea of looking at frames and hive activity and what is that formula for success for your orchard. My name is Keith Veselka. I'm the CEO of NWFM LLC. NWFM started in 2018. We're a farm management company. We farm apples, cherries, and pears primarily. Implementing tech on your farm, BeeHero, is pretty easy to use. Your bees are going to be out there working. You're measuring and trying to understand, hive placement, understanding how far the bees really do travel in your orchard. I think there's some assumptions out there of what they could do, but what they actually do is something much different. And then the impact that the bees have had. What was the impact that the weather had on the bees? Weather situation is not going to be optimal. Maybe you could bring in more hives to offset some of those losses that you might get because of a windy day or a cool day. Those are the things we can't control, the weather. We just have to respond to them. And when you look at just what the sensors are telling you, have the right kind of pollinizers, you could see that the bees were visiting those over time. There was a pink lady block that bloomed a few days earlier, and the bees were definitely in there. And as soon as the cosmics opened, they transitioned over, and so you could see that activity move around your farm. We have our beekeepers we work with. We've been working with them for over a decade, and I reached out to them, said I was interested in this tech, and wanted to get them educated so that they could kind of see what I saw. And most of them jumped on board and were interested. Yeah, let's find out what these things are doing. That's been good, and that was a big part of talking with BeeHero. I just I didn't want to disrupt the local community and people that kind of rely on what we're doing day in and day out, season after season. They were open to that. Reached out to the beekeepers as well, and we've been able to get hives in place and help educate everybody along that process.